Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. So, we were discussing that what we are not means what anatma, but we misunderstand as atma, and that is the root cause of all the problem. Naturally, because suppose you are having fever or something else, you thought something else and started giving medication of that. Likewise, the disease should be diagnosed first. In case of doctor also, if the disease is not diagnosed properly, so wrong medication will be started. Disease will not be cured, but the patient may die. In case of my own elder brother, doctor could not understand the disease. So they started different medicines. Now, in that so young age, he lost his eyesight. And many a cases you will find in the hospitals, the doctor could not understand the disease and started medication. So people lose so many things. In our life also, if we don't diagnose the main root cause of our problem and we start medication for our life, the problem will be there, another problem will be started, and we will suffer, we will die in living. Have you ever thought about it? See, our problem is not knowing us, who we are. We consider ourselves something, the composition of something else, assembly of something else, but actually we are not. Everyone is having suffering, everyone is having problem, but they find different solutions. And people also take chances. If you are having any problem, generally people go to the astrologer. Here also some people are there who are very much interested in astrology. People want to listen from them. They're very interested. And the astrologer also knows, very nicely your psychology. Without knowing a good psychology, human psychology, there is not possibility of being a good astrologer, famous astrologer. Because human being wants to be praised. Each and every astrologer you go, they will tell you this one common thing, two, three common things. Anywhere you go, whoever takes 500 rupees, whoever takes 5,000 rupees per sitting, or you come to me, same thing. Nobody understands you. Not even your husband, not even your children. And we start telling, yes, yes, yes. And we feel so big astrologer he is. In your childhood, there was a big accident. Yes, yes. Each and everyone else got some accident and some. I'm not degrading the science. Time heals. First thing. Second thing, the higher, actually, time also doesn't heal. You heal yourself. We become accustomed. Have you ever met the son or daughters of, or the family members of any astrologer? I have met. If they can change your destiny, they could first do to their family members. We go to the astrologer for the children's education. Their sons and daughters, maximum of them, because from the beginning they uh, see the liquid cash or something like that, they stop doing everything else. Actually, time heals us, or we heal ourselves. In time, our experiences, everything, you know, good parents who is having the observation and experience and realization little bit, they start telling their children, if you do that, you will get like that. If you do that, if the parents are the laborer, daily wage earner, no needed that that parent should be very educated one, because each and every one is having some experiences and realization and knowledge. So if we apply it for our own problem, root cause, but it's not possible because it is so intense disease which we are carrying. It's karmic and it's not genetic. I don't know how to name it, because genetic means it's family related, but it's I am carrying this disease. I might not belong to the same family, but I myself carrying this disease of ignorance, this disease of not knowing our true intrinsic nature. That is why here it is telling, Majjasti medah palarakta charma tvagahva vaidhatu vire viranvitam padoru bhuja prishthamastakai angai rupangai rupayuktametat. 72. Composed of the 7 ingredients: marrow, bones, fat, flesh, blood, dermis, and epidermis. and consisting of the following 6 parts: legs, thighs, chest, arms, back, and the head. Means they are the sthula sarira, gross physical body. They are not me. Then the 73rd sloka, it's telling about our delusion of our subtle body, sukshma sharira. Aham mameti prathitam shariram mohaspadam sthulam itiryate budhai. Aham mameti prathitam shariram mohaspadam sthulam itiryate budhai. Nabho nabhasvad dahanambu bhumayah sukshmani bhutani bhavanti tani. This body, the seat of delusion, expressing in terms of I and mine, is termed by reputed sages as the gross body. Skin, air, fire, water, and earth are the subtle elements. What does it mean? Aham mama iti prathitam mohaspadam. What is Panditgan? What is the wise men tell that what is the substratum, what is the container of the contained ignorance right now, not the conclusion it is. That people says this is I am Divakar Chaitanya. This is my body, My body is sick. No, I am sick. How are you? I'm very sick. I am tired. I am happy. I am sad. So what is the basis? Aham mama iti prathitam mohaspadam sthula sariram iti budhaihi ईरियते. पंडित लोग बोलते हैं कि ये शरीर is the ashraya, shelter, support of the first misconception of I and mine. Clear? Then navaha, navaswat, dahan, ambu, bhumayaha. Nava means akasha, space. Navaswat. Navaswat means vayu. Then dahan means Agni. Then Ambu. Ambu means Jal. And Bhumayaha means Prithvi. Tani sukshmani bhutani. Now, Acharya has started telling about the subtle element. 5 subtle elements: Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal, and Prithvi. And why it has told? Now, Acharya is trying to state something else right now. First, he has told very nicely that first ignorance is I and mine, and how, what is the basis, what is the substratum of that? Now, this body. How that body came, it will tell that any sukshma starts with the, any sthula starts with the sukshma. Parasparam shaimilitani bhutva स्थूलानि च स्थूल शरीर हेतवः परस्परां शैर्मिलितानि भूत्वा स्थूलानि च स्थूल शरीर हेतवः मात्रास्तदीया विषया भवन्ति शब्दादयः पंच सुखाय भोक्तुः. All that sukshma bhuta, all those subtle elements, paraspara angshai, angshaihi, militani, sthulani cha, sthula sharira hetavaha. All those subtle elements, where they come together, they create that gross element. All the subtle elements, the 5 subtle elements, when they come into contact, they create the gross element. Okay? Then tadiyaha matraha shabdadayaha pancha vishayaha bhavanti. तदीयाहा मात्राहा. सूक्ष्म समूह जो होता है ना, उसका जो गुण होता है वो भक्तुः सुखाय. जीव जो भोगता है उनका सुख उत्पादन के हेतु और उत्पादन के लिए शब्दादयः पंचः मीन्स शब्द स्पर्श रूप रस गंध, यही 5 विषया भवन्ति. यही 5 विषय में रूपांतरित होता है. Having united with parts of one another means they become gross and become the cause for the formation of the gross body. Their subtle essence constitutes the sense objects, 5 in numbers such as sound and so on, which contribute to the enjoyment of the experiencer, the individual ego. It's very interesting. First, what about you see the gross earth? gross water, gross fire, gross air, and space, what we can feel, they are actually gross. How they came into being? Now there are sukshma tanmatra. There are sukshma, subtle space, subtle air, subtle fire, subtle water, subtle earth. Clear? When that subtle thing mix with each other, which is called panchikaranam, when that panchikaranam happens, then it becomes gross. And what is the theory of panchikaranam? I told you, as here everyone or most of the people are from at least they know 15 years back what happened, 20 years back, that we know there was the coins of 25 paisas. We all know because we have done the transaction with that coin. So a father has 5 sons, and father gave some changes, the sikka. Each and every boys or sons, he has given 1 rupee coin. And each and every sons he has given, because father always used to save that money, because from the shop, from the bus, or they used to get 25 paisa. So father gave every sons 25 paisa coins, 4, जिसको हम लोग चाराना बोलते थे. I don't know in Hindi also we call charana or not. আমরা বলতাম चाराना. तो चाराना का स्वीट मिलता था, लॉन्च का टिकट चाराना था. ऐसे मैं तो 10 पैसा के लिए लोगों के साथ एक के साथ दूसरे का लड़ते हुए भी देखा. ये 10 पैसा क्यों ज्यादा हुआ? बास के किराए 50 पैसा के साथ एकदम से 60 पैसा जब हो गया, बाप रे, मैंने वो देखा, मुझे याद है. और चाराना का तो रसगुल्ला मिलता था. आप लोग और भी देखे हैं, अगर मैं देख सकता हूँ. द थिंग इज, हर बेटे के पास 2 रुपया करके है. ईच एंड एवरी sons have 2 rupees. But how it is there? Now 1 rupee plus 4.25 paisa. If any foreign students listened afterward, that $1.25. Okay. Each and every sons have 5 sons, 2 rupees. And father told, you mix that money in such a way as everyone gets everyone's share. Clear? So they found it's very easy, because I will keep 1 rupee intact with me, and then what I will do, I will keep 1 sikka with me, and I will distribute the 4 sikka, 4 coins, with my four brothers. So A did the same thing, B did the same thing, C did the same thing, D did the same thing, E did the same thing. So when they just finished that, you know, exchanging of coins, at the end, each and everyone is having the same amount of money, 2 rupees, 2 rupees, 2 rupees. But A has his 1 rupee, his own 25 paisa, and another 25 paisa of others. Clear? So in that way, this is called Panchikaranam. So it means fire has fire, at the same time it is having what? Because each and every brother has everyone's coin. A is having the coins of B, C, D, E. B is having the coins of A, C, D, E. C is having the coins of A, B, D, E. D is having the coins of A, B, C, E. And E is having the coins of A, B, C, D. It means what we consider the physical space, that physical space is having his own share, that is half, and 1/8 of each other elements. Because 25 paisa is the 1/8 part of 2 rupees. Clear? So the physical fire has actually physical air, water, earth, and space. Whoever else is the student of chemistry, or who have studied chemistry, or who can understand chemistry, remember the childhood chemistry. There each and suppose iron, there is small amount of water, small amount of salt, like that. In that way means विजातीय पदार्थ भी रहते हैं, but in grossified form we can't see that. Clear? So parasparam sair svaihi paraspara amsaihi militani bhutva sthulani cha sthula sharira hetavah. All the सूक्ष्म वस्तु मिलकर स्थूल बनता है, और वही थ्योरी हमारा शरीर, कौन सा शरीर है हमारा, ये देखिए 72 में बताया है, मज्जा, अस्थि, मेद, पल, रक्त, चर्म, त्वग, everything is made up by sukshma. We are having that bone marrow, bones, fat, flesh, blood, skin, and the inner skin, outer skin, inner skin. We call it saptadhatu. Actually, what we consider as my body, my body, it's nothing but the mixture of space, fire, air, water, and earth. Clear? And they only made our hands, legs, head, etc. Everything, the whole body is made up with the same thing, but as if they are different. Different in like hands, legs. We call it different whole life. But when the crisis comes, we tells, no, this is me. We see, we tell, this is my things, my hand, my books. If you tell that, Swamiji, can you give me that book for one day? I tell yes, because I don't think it is me. But if anyone says that I want your hand today, just for one day, Swamiji, tomorrow morning, I promise I will give you back. We can't give a single thing because we consider I as a whole. First, there is I-ness. Then there is minus. Clear? So, this is the composition of 72, 73 and 74. That is anatma. Actually, that sthula sharira, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji has introduced with us. Now, इंद्रिय ग्राह्य जो जगत है उनके प्रति हमारा जो अट्रैक्शन रहते हैं, आसक्ति, एंड जो अनासक्त है उस व्यक्ति का क्या हो सकता है, that has been told in 75th श्लोका. य एषु मूढ़ा विषयेषु बुद्धाः, मूढ़ा विषयेषु बद्धाः रागोरुपाशेन सुदुर्दमेन, रागोरुपाशेन सुदुर्दमेन आयान्ति निर्यान्त्यध ऊर्ध्वमुच्चैः, निर्यान्त्यध स्वकर्म दूतेन जवेन नीताः. य एष मूढ़ा विषयेषु बद्धा रागोरुपाशेन सुदुर्दमेन आयान्ति निर्यान्त्यध ऊर्ध्वमुच्चैः स्वकर्म दूतेन जवेन नीताः. ये मूढ़ाहा, those who are fools, सुदुर्दमेन, दमनीय मतलब जिनको रोक सकते हैं और जिनको आप भेद भी कर सकते हैं. दुर्दमेन जो दुर्भेद्य है, अनपियर्सिंग, very rigid, very tough, and sudurdamena. Su means in a well mannered, it is well protected, that you can't pierce into it. Sudurdamena. Raga uru pashena. Raga uru pashena. Pashena means by the pass, by the रस्सी. जो दड़ी होता है ना, दरी मतलब हिंदी में कुछ डिफरेंट थिंग, रस्सी। बंगाली में जिसको दरी बोलते हैं, हिंदी में उसी को ही मैट्रेस बोलते हैं, যাকে আমরা শতরঞ্চি লেপ এইসব বলি। So what about the rope? Rope we can all, snake and rope, all Vedantic students understand. So with that rope, with the help of that rope, which rope? Na Vishaya Shakti रूप जो विस्तीर्ण, there is the rope by which we are bound. And what is that rope? It's not the physical rope. It is the rope of Vishaya Asakti, terrible attraction and attachment for the element Vishaya Asakti. Eshu Vishayeshu Baddhaha. They are, ये सारे विषय से, they are bound, they are tied up with all the objects. Suppose I am tired of this Rudrakshamala. When at the time of coming, because when I uh, take rest, then I remove that mala. Or if I am wearing, if anyone wants, no, 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 I will not give, as if I give it, my oxygen is giving up and I will not, uh, alive, I not be alive. So this is my bhava. So this is called yaeshu mudha vishayeshu baddha raga urupasena sudurdamena. Then ayanti or swakarma dutena javena nitaha adhaha uchaihi urdhvam ayanti niryanti cha. The attraction and attachment for the Vishaya, and because of this reason, we create karma. If I am having attraction to get something else, which is gross or subtle, I have to do karma. Without karma, nothing can be gained. Not a single rupee also. Even the Bhikshajivi, he is also have to do with the Bhiksha, that is also job. But in front of our ashram, Bhikhari has some gradation. Here one beggar couple live with 4 children. And now they have stopped begging. So Bapi has friendship with them. So Bapi asked them, why don't you beg nowadays? They told that how much we will get. We sit over here and people come. Really, I have seen. Very rarely I am here for almost 3 years. Only 2-3 times I could go to Baskin Robbins, which is just 10 to 15 feet or within 20 feet. And how I could go? Some devotees came and told that, Swamiji, will you have ice cream? I told yes. First it came that Baskin Robbins. I told that I have heard about it, but I could not go. The devotees are here, or their daughters and son-in-law came and told Swamiji, let's have. So two times maybe in 3 years, but believe me, most of the days I go. I could not afford because it's very costly. Ice cream. Our Bengali people, the term is like Metro Dairy, Amul. We are very familiar, or quality walls. But Baskin Robbins is not very much familiar because of its cost. Those children and beggars, most of the time I see with Baskin Robbins. They have their breakfast every day with Maharani Kachori and cha, tea with the glass. Believe me, because every time they have their lunch or dinner with biryani or burger. Karma phala. They are having two mobile phones. I don't know. And I asked the little child, because they come on and off and over here. We are to restrict them because as they don't enter into that ashram, that's why we lock it always. That where you charge that mobile. Now, in the bank, the security uncle, whatever we get, we sometimes give our share to that person. And that person not allows them, they take their mobile phone and charge it into the bank. So, for doing anything else, you have to do karma. Without karma, it's not possible. And each and every karma has its own result. Whatever karma you do, we don't know. Each and every karma has its precipitation. And because of that, 100,000 times we come and go. Again, we come and go. Sometimes in a human form, sometimes in the form of animals. People beat us with the stick, go, 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 or something like that. Sometimes we come as beggar, sometimes we come as king. But that rotation is going on. Why? Because of the objects, because of the attraction of this body, because of the attraction of different bodies. And what are they? They are nothing but the mixture of space, air, fire, water, and earth. We are not paying our right intellect. That's why we are so much attached with something else. Why we feel so much attraction with the lump of clay, lump of mixture of something else. That विवेक की अभाव में लोग बार बार आना जाना करते हैं, and we suffer because each and every life has their own suffering. Suppose the president of America or India, they are having everything else. If they start yawning, maybe 50 people come. But who will take the suffering of the headache, stomachache, toothache, and death agony? This is individual. If I want a glass of water, 50 people can come with the water, different flavor. But suffering, nobody can take. Whoever else is. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.